I was the first person to really talk about it on TikTok. Now it's spun into like Clav doing whatever. Like he would talk about me in the Looksmaxxing forums back when he wasn't even posting.
I have no idea what a Looksmaxxing forum is.
I think you're doing
Are you like,
so
it's like the rankings, you're like mid-tier normie? Or are you higher than that?
Lower, bro.
You think so?
Maybe, I don't know.
Are you like Chad?
I'm like mid-tier normie. There was a time where I posted like 100 times a day.
What?
We're live. Episode 2.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
We're here with my homie Dillon,
What's up?
surreal friend, a titan of social media, bro. One of the key figures of Looksmaxxing. You know, some people say you're like right up there with Clav. You know, some people might say that. He's a big Looksmaxxer. So we're excited to get to know you and your business, bro. Genuinely.
Fire, thanks for having me.
Yeah. For context, by the way, guys, I have like no idea who Dillon is. I know he owns this brand because I've seen him on TikTok Shop, and I've seen like some clips of him. Not much though. So, run me through this whole story. Like, who are you?
So when I was 15 years old, I decided that I wanted to do content or music. It was the two things that I was like 100% like delusionally believed in. So I started doing music, got made fun of for that, stopped doing that. And then when I started posting on TikTok, it immediately blew up. In 2 years, I got to like 400,000 followers and got banned, lost like all my accounts banned on every platform. And that's when I started Looksmaxxing, but it wasn't called Looksmaxxing. So like Looksmaxxing was a thing, but I was the first person to really talk about it on TikTok. And now it's spun into like Clav doing whatever. Like he would talk about me in the Looksmaxxing forums back when he wasn't even posting.
I have no idea what a Looksmaxxing forum is, by the way.
Oh yeah, so all of the like craze of people saying the word maxing or like mog or whatever, all just comes from something called looksmaxx.org.
Okay.
Which is a forum, and all these people you see popping up on social media are all like a lot of them were coming from there. Like Clav, for example, was from looksmaxx.org.
It's kind of like a Reddit community.
Yeah, it's just like a community where people would talk about like some devious stuff.
Of people trying to like improve the way they look.
Not just that, it was like anything, just like overall life improvement, whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, I kind of leaked that, which I probably like that was considered a really bad thing for me to do.
Did you
but
used
then
to
it
like
exploded.
Did you used to like get picked on a lot for Looksmaxxing? Like, was it considered gay? Like, what was the?
I got picked on for posting on TikTok, but not Looksmaxxing in particular, because no one understood it. People were so like confused.
What were you posting on TikTok? Like two different things? You were part of the Looksmaxxing community on this weird website, but you also were posting on TikTok separate things?
Yeah, so I wasn't actually posting in the forums like looksmaxx.org. I leaked the forums, which is why Looksmaxxing is so viral right now and like why it's so big, is I leaked it in like 2023 or 2024.
Okay.
But I was posting like just random, like the same stuff you would see on like old TikTok of like those sort of like thirst trappers. I wasn't thirst trapping, but I was just like posting relatable stuff. And then I discovered like value content on accident because I just started giving advice in my videos, and that spiraled into what ended up becoming this brand as well.
Yes, like this is like really all I know you from. By the way, guys, I don't know what Looksmaxxing is.
Which is fire, by the way.
It's like he talks about it a lot.
No, you've done a good job.
You're like,
I think you're doing it
Are
right.
you like, it's like the rankings, you're like mid-tier normie? Or are you higher than that?
Lower, bro.
You think so?
Maybe, I don't know.
Are you like Chad?
I'm like mid-tier normie. Yeah, mid-tier normie.
It's really silly. When did you start watching?
This shit doesn't matter, by the way. I want to talk about this
Yeah.
because this is like money maxing is life maxing, which is better than Looksmaxxing. So let's talk about this. How did you get into this, start this?
So it started from the content. So I built up, like, imagine like Looksmaxxing, self-improvement, whatever was on YouTube, but it literally just wasn't on TikTok. TikTok was a platform where people would go to watch dancing videos at the time of me doing what I did. So I was like, value content did not exist on the platform. Like no one was doing that. So when I started posting these videos about how to look better, I had a genuine cult following where anything I posted had like minimum 300K views, even if I posted like 3 times a day, whatever. And people looked at me as like a saint of like anything he says goes, whatever. So eventually I launched my first business, which wasn't this. It was a similar hair care brand, which there's some stuff that I have to like avoid saying about it. But I launched it, and instantly we started selling like hundreds like a day. So when I was 18, I think 17 or 18 is when I did that. It was like around that age, and it was super successful. I would just make videos. We'd get like hundreds of orders a day. It was insane. And then a lot of bad stuff happened in my personal life. I went through like some really bad shit and lost everything. But then I started this as like a final whim of like.
Is it public what you went through?
To an extent, like it was like family issues. I lost my first business. It was like really bad stuff. I had to leave home and kind of go on my own. It was just me and my brother. So my brother and I left home at like 18 and then started just figuring this out from the ground up, this brand, which ended up becoming even bigger than my other brand.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, what was the biggest winning product for you so far?
Sea salt spray. Once again, that was another thing where it's like interesting because sea salt spray wasn't a known product. Like I would say sea salt spray and no one knew what it was, but it was normal to me because I would watch these like YouTubers who were like 40 years old talk about like sea salt spray, and it was just super niche, but I thought everyone was watching the same content as me. So I ended up dropping a salt spray, and it was almost like I introduced it to people like no one knew what it was, like sea salt spray. So,
okay, so you built up like this TikTok community, like another account you started building up, right? Because your first one got banned.
Yeah.
And then you started promoting your own products here.
Yes, started promoting my own products on the account and a brand account, and
Yeah, but
took
that
off.
brand got banned, or like you lost.
I lost the other brand. This one ended up like we launched it, and it was rocky because the person I was working with didn't have like a deep understanding of ecom or anything. So it was genuinely like, it was completely bootstrapped. I put like $30,000 or something to start. And this is like, mind you, like I had nothing. Like I was poor growing up. So when I did that, I actually had no fear towards it. I knew it was going to work. I had like zero doubt, but I dropped a bunch of my money into it. And then like we ended up selling like thousands of units pretty quickly. With the sea salt
Why no
spray.
fear? Like, is that because you had such a big fan base you knew they were going to buy?
I think it just came from the evidence prior. Like, I just saw anything I ever did worked. So I was like, why would it stop now? So I just did it, and it also worked. So that was my, like, confidence really just came from, like, doing it before.
What year is all this, by the way, happening?
This came out in 2024.
Okay.
Like, mid-2024, I believe. So it's been, like, 2 years.
Why do you think you're so good at social media, bro? Because like you've consistently been getting these crazy views on TikTok specifically, and then these algorithms. Like, what's your strat?
It's honestly like to make it valuable for the audience. The combination of behaviors is literally just like setting up my phone, putting text on the screen based on like what other people are saying on TikTok, whatever, and literally just talking in a structured way where there's like a hook, story, and then like the end. But to make it more like broad, I would just say, like I said, it's just repetitions. Like I've been posting, there was a time where I posted like 100 times a day.
What?
Yeah. Because
like
I
TJR strat.
Yeah, TJR strat. It's interesting because when I saw his TikTok, it was literally like exactly what I was doing.
Just yapping to the camera.
Yeah, which by the way came from Cookie King.
Okay, how do you come up with things to talk about? You want to know some Cookie King and I lore? It's like I used to play Fortnite. I don't know if you know that. Cookie
Yeah, I
King
did.
played Fortnite too. It's like we had like a lot of mutual friends, and like he actually was like, he used to like troll me back in like 2017, 2018 on Twitter.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
I don't even know if he remembers that because like I used to go by Orange, different name, but
No way.
yeah.
Nah, he definitely doesn't care, bro. Cookie doesn't is like chill. He's super chill. Damn, that's insane. But fuck, it was about how do I come up what to talk about? I think it's just like spur of the moment, like whatever pops in my head, like it's just nonstop. I think when you try to like businessify and like systemize like a lot of stuff, like TJR isn't like sitting there writing on a Google Doc like 100 ideas. Like he's just not doing that.
Yeah.
He's literally just thinking of things off the cusp and talking about it. And I think a lot of people, especially with a business mind, because I know a lot of people now who like do business first and now want to get into content, they try to like overcomplicate it so hard.
I feel like a lot of people try that method though of posting so many times, and it doesn't work for everyone.
Yeah.
There's got to be some kind of natural talent. I don't know what you think about it, but
It's not talent, it's circumstances. It's a mix of both actually, but it's just the circumstance that like I was already viral. So people are more likely to listen to someone who's already viral if they spam post versus someone who they don't know. Because each video someone watches is like a time investment, and they're like kind of investing it into you. So the way you build confidence in the viewer is by giving them a good experience. So they'll come back and like be more confident that they're going to get a good experience.
So you have like a brand authority almost, like you'd say.
I would say so, but the thing is I've dabbled in so much like stuff. Like I recently got in the Kick clipping program, which is like a whole new world of like stuff.
I'm down to talk about the
Yeah,
kick
what
clip.
is this?
How does
Yeah.
kick clipping work? How much do you think they're spending? What do you know about it?
So my budget, for example, of like what they're willing to pay my clippers is $150K a month.
Wow.
Now, you don't guarantee you hit that budget, but that's like their limit. So they're willing to do that. And I was like the 18th most clipped on Kick when I did it, but
You
I'm not
stream
even
on
a streamer.
Kick right now?
Barely. Like I literally stream for like 30 minutes or like 10, 20 minutes, get all my clips and then go. And that's it. That's all I do.
So like when you spark up stream, you're like doing it to clip farm.
Literally only to clip farm.
Okay. So I don't even know this about you. Like you have like, yeah, how does this Kick stuff work? Like how many viewers
Yeah.
do you average to get this? How did you even?
So Kick, someone from Kick's like ecosystem, it was actually a creator who put me on. He basically was like, yo, you're a big creator. You should just like see if Kick will clip for you or whatever. So he just put me in a chat, and then like instantly I got into the program. And then the day I got in, I went live, and clips were going out that same day of like, they were paying 40 cents per 1,000 views to anyone who signs up. And to become a Kick clipper, it's really easy. You just go on Discord, sign up, and people make like thousands doing it.
Yeah.
So-
yeah, I know the clipping ecosystem really well. I ran like one of the first clipping agencies back in like 2022.
Do you still run it?
No.
Dude,
but
how was
Neon
that?
was one of our first clients.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. So like he had like 2,000 followers at the time. And it was me and my friend Nate. We had Neon, we had FaceWay, FaceVizzle, Zoms. Like we were running like clipping for like a lot of gaming creators.
How'd
Alex
you
said
get in
that.
touch with those people?
Well, they weren't big, and the FaZe guys, I was a pro Fortnite player, so they were all my friends. So.
Dude, that's the thing about Fortnite. Anyone I know right now who's like super successful is all in that.
You weren't
like,
a Fortnite kid?
I was.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was a Fortnite kid, but like once it got to like a certain point, I like
Wait, when you say you were a Fortnite kid, what do you mean? Like you played comp? Or
not on that. So like I was a Fortnite kid up until the competitive scene started popping off. That's
Okay.
when I stopped.
Okay.
So I wasn't like tapped in like that.
Yeah.
The people who were in the competitive scene are the ones who ended up like making insane amounts of money. It's like actually crazy.
Yeah.
But
Why is Kick spending so much on your clipping? Like
yeah.
what are they
I
funneling
want to
to?
get back to that too. Do you gamble on stake?
I don't gamble. I don't take.
So unrelated stuff.
So I was offered like gambling deals. I said no to them.
Okay.
And that's what most people do to make money though. So like basically the reason I even started doing it is because I saw literally everyone who's viral right now is getting clipped. Like everyone.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to see what this is about. But streaming itself, the real way that I see people monetize it is like all gambling, which is not something I do. So it was kind of like I don't know, it's just top of funnel awareness now. Like just people knowing I exist. It just increases that number.
Yeah, I know. Don't you think some of the clips are really retarded? Like and how do you get value out of that?
Yeah, so he doesn't know, but
I don't know
I'll
shit.
have clips where I'm literally like
Do it right now. Just do it right now.
Not right now. I'll explain what it is. I'll explain what it is because
Okay.
I'm past this arc.
You rip your dick
Bro,
out?
I'll
Like-
literally scream.
It's crazy. It's weird.
Yeah, so I would literally scream and be like, I'm the fucking villain. Like, just say, like, crazy shit. Like,
Okay.
like it was like corny to a point where everyone knew it was a joke, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
And the reason that even happened is because Clippers would be on my iMessages just telling me like, yo, you gotta do, they'd be trolling. So
Okay.
like they would send literally like a thing, they'd be like, bro, say this, and they'd be like sending like crying laughing emojis because they know how stupid it is.
Okay.
He'd be like, just got a call from TK. Yo, TK, what's
It
up?
was
Like,
so
it's like
dumb.
so
So I would
stupid.
literally just say like,
I have like no idea
what
what the fuck you're
Clippers,
talking about.
dude, it's insane. Like, so I would just say what Clippers would tell me to say, and they would
Okay.
say the most out of pocket, like dumb stuff, like I'm the villain, my name, like just crazy stuff like that, and it would go super viral. And yeah, anytime the Clippers would text me what to say, I would say it, and it would get like millions of views on TikTok.
How do these views bring you value? Don't you feel like maybe there's like two different sides of you? Because I'm looking at like the Dillon Latham who owns what's the brand called?
Simpletics.
Simpletics. I'm like, you're like a business guy there, but like then I'm also looking at like you're really viral in like this niche that, to my understanding, it's like a bunch of like really low quality customers. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Like I feel like whoever's watching this isn't like your ICP now.
No, so that's the thing is when I did streaming, it was my way of
You
like
don't do streaming anymore.
I still kind of do. I like clip farm. That's it.
Okay. How many viewers do you average?
Like not that many. Like it literally depends. It could be anywhere from 20 to like 1,000.
Oh, wow.
It's
Okay.
like super fluctuant, but it just depends
But
on
that
the
was
day.
good enough for Kick to get you in because you're so viral in like that niche, I guess.
Yeah, so the thing is all my viewers are Clippers.
Okay.
So like people ask like, yo, who watches streams? No one watches streams. I still, as a streamer, I don't think people watch streams.
It's like Clippicular, he averages like 20K views. There's gotta be people
Yeah.
watching it. Yeah.
So-
they're all Clippers,
What
all
about the-
20K are Clippers.
So it's Clippers and
Dude.
bots. What do you know about bots? What have you learned about it?
You get anyone who streams who's known is gonna get botted by random people. So
Yeah.
it's not like a lot of these people are all paying for it. It's like random people just like give you viewers just because they think it's more entertaining.
Right.
But as for the value question, the thing about streaming is it was me testing to see if there was value.
Okay.
And I learned it's the lowest quality.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Like-
bro, I can't imagine a guy who's like sitting there watching like that type of stream or like even that type of content to like go and like invest into your things, right?
Yeah, I will
Like
say.
I would imagine your TikTok community is like way more like they actually like love you, they care about you, like they watch your content. But like when you see a clip of someone, like you're not gonna go. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. About
Yeah, so the thing about that was, like I said, it was testing, but the one benefit it did give is I got in front of like the eyes of
Yeah.
a lot of big people. So like I did a podcast with like Steiny. I did the Matan podcast, which is pretty big. I did the Kono podcast, which went pretty viral. It's about to be at like 1 million views.
Yeah.
So really the value,
Does Kick pay for that clipping too?
no, they don't.
Okay.
It's only if it's streamed. It has to be streamed and they
Okay.
have to take it from a VOD, and there's like a lot of criteria for it to count. But
Like what?
you have to have a Kick logo on the screen, and
So you have a Kick logo at all times, or the Clipper has to have.
Clipper has to add it. So Clipper adds it, and then they just submit the clip. And as long as it doesn't break any guidelines, it's just like baseline guidelines, then they get paid like per 1,000 views. But the value is not in the mass viewership at a small level. It's the fact that when you have that mass viewership, big people see it. So just because it's like the low quality audience,
yeah.
everyone saw it. Like everyone that I was like trying to get involved with saw it.
I mean,
they see your clips, or they just see you going viral? Okay.
They
Maybe
would just
both.
hear my name a
Yeah.
lot. Like I
Okay.
was on like Twitter, for example. I think it was like #1 trending on Twitter. I said something. I was on a
it
stream.
was
with
on
him.
my stream. Yeah, it was.
It
my
was on
stream.
his stream.
Yeah.
I made a joke that I used my tears as salt spray to like Looksmaxx.
I actually did hear about this somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was like #1 trending. It got like 20 mil views or something
Really?
in a day. And so the thing about it is like, so
Do you
then
really use your tears?
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay.
A lot of like all this stuff is complete troll, but when that happened, I hit people up and everyone would respond. Anyone
Yeah.
I DM'd would just respond because
Yeah.
they were like, I see this guy, like, I don't know what he's doing, but I see him.
Like
so,
I also got you like a Hulu documentary and stuff.
yeah,
you hit me
I
up
had a
about
Hulu
that, yeah.
episode, which
Just for context, bro, like he was the entire feed for like a couple weeks. Like I'm not even gonna lie, like
Your feed, the Looksmaxxing feed.
dude, just my TikTok feed and like everything I'm seeing is like 100,000 likes. Like it was
the
crazy.
average TikTok
Yeah.
viewer who is seeing people like you, like Brez, like TJR, any of those people 100% saw it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
any of those
100%,
people.
yeah.
Like without a doubt.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to as well, because like I honestly look at it like, what was like the end goal funnel here? Was it like to get everyone to know you, to know the brand? Is like the brand, this one right here, like your main focus?
Yeah, so the reason behind it is less thought out than it seems. It was more like, I know everyone's doing this, but I don't know, like that information is kind of gatekept. Like not everyone's just open about how they make money. You know what I mean? So I did the streaming without the full plan in mind. And I think most people who do this sort of thing don't really have a full plan. Like I know for sure Clav didn't have a full plan. Like he had no idea this would happen.
Right.
So it was doing it literally to find out. And the main thing I found out is you get a low quality audience, you get extreme virality, you attract, or people in the space are going to know you're there. And I think it gave top of funnel awareness, but just not to the right ICP, bro, at all. Like,
Can you define ICP for the
ideal client persona?
Okay.
Yeah. It's like who you're trying to sell to.
Okay. Are you happy you went with sea salt spray as your leading product? Because it's like $20. Like, how are you actually profiting and like making money off that? Whereas other people pick, you could have done like a luxury like product and been like, it's $100.
Dude, that's something that, so I actually we price slightly higher than the average. So we actually positioned ourselves as like a natural, like kind of like the difference between like Air One and another grocery store. We're more like Air One if I would like compare it. But one thing I'll say is a lot of people are copying my brand or like starting their own brands in my space, and I literally feel so bad for them every time I see, because it'll be people of like a similar stature to me who are like famous on TikTok, whatever, and I'm just like, bro, you don't want to get into ecom. You don't want to do it. Like ecom is hard as shit, bro. It's insanely hard, and it's like a lot of people do it because they're like, oh, I want money. It's like, okay, when you do it, you're going to make less money, probably lose money at the start, and it's going to be way harder than what you're doing, and your quality of life is going to drop. So, like, people don't understand how hard it really is.
Wow. Well, is what your personal brand growing the biggest thing you could do to make it win? Is it the more views you got on TikTok, the better the brand did, or what was like the best lever?
Yeah, so that's the dilemma I've had. The answer is all down to brand, this brand and personal brand. But now the word personal brand is getting thrown around a lot, because I would define brand as just what you associate yourself with. And dude, when I did the streaming stuff, I didn't have any of that in mind. Like I would say like I'm the villain. What does that associate me with? Like villains? Like I don't know what that associates me with. It's just like stupid, right? So having mass virality does not equal brand. It doesn't. Brand comes from associating yourself with good things over time, like Ferrari associating with a luxury hotel or something, like, you know what I mean? That's good branding. But yeah, so personal brand, not because it's going to directly sell this, even though it will, but when you have a big personal brand, you can attract the best talent in the world. And I feel like Orangey probably has experienced some amount of like inflow of like high quality people from your content.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in my niche still, like the crypto stuff, like everyone's pretty high quality that we meet, right? For the most part.
Well, it's because we're known.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Bro, how do you make money? Like, what are the different streams of income?
Yeah, so it's this. I also make money from like the platforms like TikTok, YouTube, whatever.
How much do you make from those?
So this.
No, from like the social media stuff. We'll get into that.
Yeah. So for social media, I keep it kind of vague. I'll tell, like, my cash flow goal is like 100K a month from it. I'm not there yet, but I'm in that range where it's like gonna happen. I keep it kind of vague because I don't want to reveal my position too much, but like it's pretty good what I make outside of this. Like,
but this is like from views or like from brand deals and
views. I don't really even do brand deals. It's literally views. It's YouTube a lot.
Wait, the TikTok monetization program pays.
That was, I don't really utilize it now.
Dead, right?
So what is it?
It's not what people think. Like, you can print on TikTok, but YouTube, I would say, is one of the top ones.
How many? What do you post on YouTube and how many views do you average?
So I have a bunch of channels, a lot of them that people don't even know about, and that's like where you can really print. Like, if you're doing like shorts channels, that's like an easy, like you could take that to 100K a month. Not easy, but it's simple. And if you grind
your own
it,
content, like you're posting your face on it.
It's that, but like I'm experimenting with a lot with it. Like I think like
get some details, man. Let's get
I have friends who do. It's hard because like like I said, I'll have like 4 main channels that I post on.
Dillon,
all
Latham
of them
channels.
show my face. No, but they're not even all. Like one of them is literally like called Simpletics on YouTube.
Okay.
I have other channels, and the main thing is just posting shorts, and that can build to like 100K a month.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm aware of like YouTube cash cow channels. Like, is that what you're running?
So that's literally what I'm doing. I would say is the main cash flow. I was doing TikTok, but that was like a waste because like brand is everything, and I'm realizing like I already knew this, but I didn't act on it. Where like I was making money from like the TikTok program or whatever, but it wasn't any meaningful amount. Like you're not gonna make 100K a month off that. So it's that, and then also I think the other thing that I want to get into is like I want to learn the skill of meta ads myself, because a lot of my strategy has been be viral and attract talent, and the talent works for me to like get that result. So like I will never run ads or anything, but I'm at a position right now where I think if I'm more equipped with those skills, that I just become more of a fierce competitor in the
Little
space.
multiverse moment. We just had Brez on before you, and this is like what he does for a living. He like scales ads.
Yeah, so what's that about? I know he has his brand Trenchies he just launched.
Yeah. So like literally on the podcast we were talking about like he helps like people like you who want to learn about like ads. You should go buy his course.
Buy Brett, I'll cop it. Dude, that's how I cash flow is like mainly YouTube, I would say.
Okay.
And
then when you make money on Simpletics, you're reinvesting like everything. Like, how are you operating that?
Yeah, so I made a big mistake where the first year, this is arguably my biggest like mistake money-wise I've ever made, and it doesn't make sense, but it was really profitable the first year, and you don't want to be profitable. Like you pay insane amount of tax. That tax bill, I was like, holy shit, this is insane.
How much was your tax bill?
That I won't leak. It was cooked. I'll just say that. It was
so
cooked.
What you should have done is you should have reinvested into inventory that year.
What I should have done is reinvest in inventory, reinvest in creators, all this, because momentum is everything in ecom. But me coming from my background of having no money, you get scared. You get scared of like losing it all, because I literally did lose it all. So like my position was I lost everything already.
How much had you lost when you say everything? Like at that point in time, how much money did you have?
Business that had done like my first business that had done like 7 figures fully just like went away.
So how much money did you lose?
I didn't lose the cash.
I wish we were
flow
on
from
chain
that.
so I could just like see everything.
Yeah,
it's the best.
It's the cash flow is what I lost. So I didn't lose. It's not like I just randomly had like a bunch of money like fall through out of nowhere. It was I lost the business that was making the money. So that's what I lost when I say I lost everything. But that's what matters. Like I said, that business had done 7 figures, and I only had it for, I think it was just like a single year.
Yeah.
So it was short, and it's hard because the problem, by the way, and the reason I'm so like restrictive about like being vague is because, dude, the competitors in the space are like fierce, and like they will watch and they will like attack based on those numbers, which is why it's like
what does
sketchy.
Attack based on those numbers mean?
Okay, if you're in business and you have a competitor and they know exactly how much money you have, it gives them a huge advantage. So any information you have on your competitor is like a huge advantage. And now
why?
I have a lot
are
of
they gonna
competitors.
outspend you on ads?
Yeah, what would they do if they knew how much you made?
If you were like this is making me $200K a month in profit.
I mean, I'll just give you a simple example. If let's say I had a competitor and I knew how much money they had in the bank, I could go and pay influencers where like say we're in a bidding war, and I could be confident in that bid for a creator knowing this person can't afford it. They literally can't. So like when someone knows, especially in ecom, how much you have, they can get a really good feel of like what you're doing, and that's where it's dangerous, because they could like the way you win in business, especially ecom, it's so cooked, but it's like so direct competition.
Yeah.
It's literally people saying, where's this person's weakness? Okay, let me undercut this person. Let me do this. Let me pay more money for these people, whatever. And it's like, it's cooked. So I think the main idea though, at least that I think like it's in the millions. So like it's doing very well, but it's just, yeah, that's why I'm very like sketchy about that. I'm very like on edge about like people knowing exact numbers. What?
Do you have investors?
No, I don't. And that's the thing about this. I think for ecom, you'd be surprised like people getting investors and like skyrocketing after, but people don't know they got investors. So like,
dude, I don't like, I know you pretty well. I've spent days with you. I've spent time with you. I don't feel like you get help. Like, you don't have like a partner running this company with you. You don't have anyone really helping you with content. I'm with you, and all day you're filming. When are you actually working on the product? Like I've
no.
never
So I do have someone who plays that role.
Okay.
It's like it's like that. I have someone who runs the back end stuff. So that's what's happening with that. And we just like, we get on calls and stuff. So I'm not the one like changing the website. I'm not the one changing for product, by the way, though. I am the one testing it. So I'll get samples and I'll test it. And I tested a bunch. And like, one thing I will say, one of our unique advantages is like, we literally just have like the best like customer experience with our products. So like every single review, like we did a thing with Amazon where it's called like Vine reviews, where they have like these critics who are like very harsh because they work with Amazon. And we're like 5 out of 5 stars with this product, for example. So it's product first, and then after that, figuring out the marketing and everything, because product is what can take it
Which
far.
channel gets you the most orders? Is it Amazon?
Amazon right
TikTok?
now, yeah. Amazon for almost any ecom brand, if they're on Amazon, is going to be #1 orders.
Because for me, like when I wanted it, I looked it up on Amazon. But I know you from
Yeah.
TikTok, but that's where the
How many employees do you guys have?
Yeah.
We have a lot of contractors, so it's not like full-time employees. We have a lean team. We actually just got rid of like a lot of people, because once you have a big team, it can start to just cause delays and cause you to move slow. And now it's like it's a small group of people. There's like 4 of us right now, 5 of us. But it's hard to say. So like, for example, my editor sometimes will work on our content, but he's not working with that.
Right.
So it's like, it's hard to say. It's very like
Where do you keep your inventory?
Miami.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a warehouse in
Okay,
Miami.
yeah, that's my
Like we don't
question.
own the warehouse,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we use like a big portion of it, and we just keep the inventory there.
Who does like the manual shipping?
That's just another company we partner with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that company, that's what most brands at our size would be doing.
I didn't know if you like documented the process of like you kind of how Brez is like packaging his orders.
Oh, I did actually. So
Okay.
this started in a garage.
Okay.
It started in a garage with me and my brother, and like making salt spray. Like it was
Okay.
crazy. And
Wow. So like you made this yourself?
this
Or now you, like,
this is
experiment,
like done with like a chemist and whatever, and they send like a bunch of samples and we test it, so it's like professionalized.
Okay.
But at the start of the business, it was the most bootstrapped thing you could imagine. Like I'm talking ordering bottles from like a warehouse, and then like literally having a team of people in real like locally to me filling those bottles, and that's how it started. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's insane. But here's the thing about ecom that like I was saying, people don't realize. This is not a business I recommend doing if you don't already have a lot of money.
Yeah, so you mentioned that your main cash flow, like for living, it seems to come from the social media, and you're reinvesting every dollar in this. What's like the end goal or end exit like opportunity for you on that?
So I would love to like have a company exit. That's like a dream of like a lot of entrepreneurs, but you know, I think my priority has shifted to just the customer, so I don't really think about that as much. Like, so what happens is when people start to get selfish, it's the same thing with this podcast or same thing with anything online. It's like when you're in, like everything's pointing towards you, like me, you don't succeed. Like you need to put all of your energy into the customer or the viewer or the people who are using it. So like, to be honest, I don't really think about that. Like Jeff Bezos, like I'm inspired by him a lot because I literally work with Amazon, and I'm telling you, it's just like the best like experience as a business owner, as a consumer. Amazon has been the like greatest thing.
Do you invest into stuff like outside of your own company, like stocks, crypto?
Just the S&P. Just the S&P is the only investment.
You brought up Jeff Bezos. I got an opportunity to angel into his new company, Prometheus. That's all I was asking.
Well, I'd be interested because I'd have to see what the company is, but I would be interested in investing something like that
Like,
because
do
I have a lot
angel
of like
checks and
cash
stuff?
just kind of sitting there.
Okay.
So it'd be interesting. I want to ask about that too. The main point I'll finish with this before I ask you that is basically I think you need all of your energy going into the customer at all times. You can't, if you're thinking it, if you see someone at my stage thinking about like oh, I'm gonna exit this. It's like, dude, they already lost. Like, you gotta focus everything in the customer. That's what Mr. Beast does, Jeff Bezos does, whoever. Any great, you'll see them do that. But I'm curious about like crypto. So I don't even know where I knew you from, but I've seen you like a good amount on TikTok, and I know you guys are in the crypto space. Obviously, you too. Dude, as someone who doesn't understand it at all, I'm like fully blind to it. Can you give like a brief description or like an understanding like to someone who doesn't know it?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of what entails in crypto applies to the stock market now, which is you look at where trends are going and you try to predict where the trend will go, and you place capital where you think it will go and wait to see what happens.
Yeah, you're just trying to like invest early into like profitable companies. You know, same thing as stocks really nowadays. So I made a lot of my money in like meme coins and like shit coins and like a totally completely different game from like regular crypto.
Yeah, how does that work? You said something about like trenching. So what I understood from that is sitting there waiting for coins to drop and then going crazy. And I know there was like a Trump coin, which I mean, went absolutely insane, I believe, right?
Yeah.
So what's the lore on that?
There was like a really big like, you know what Pump Fun is?
Yes.
Okay, so they were like a meme coin creation platform. It went really viral. When like crypto was going really crazy in like 2024, 2025, like everyone was just like trading meme coins. It was like, I don't really know how to like even tell the art. Like a bunch of new coins were coming out and a lot of them were going to like really high numbers and you could make a lot, you could lose a lot. But yeah, that's what I like put all my time into like during those years, and it went pretty well. So that's how I like really got introduced into like all of crypto, and then I just put like all that money into like other crypto projects and stuff like that. So
coming up, did you have like money to start with?
So I'll give you like my back. So I ended Fortnite with like no money because like I had made like $100,000, but like, dude, 6 years, right? Like that money does not last you that long. Right after like paying tax and everything, and you know, I think 6 years with $100,000, whatever. I had like 10K at one point, and I like full ported it into a NFT, a Doodles NFT, so that I could go to like this event in New York City that was like, oh, you could only enter if you have this NFT. I got introduced into NFTs 2021, made a little bit of money there, and then I lost it all. Like I was literally like in debt, 40K, because I had like bought like a Lambo and shit. Like it was super ridiculous stuff. And then I started that social media marketing agency that I was telling you about, the clipping stuff. I scaled that to 20K a month. That like kept me alive. And then there was a video game tournament that came out in crypto. So because of NFTs, I was already in crypto. Video game tournament comes out, I win $600,000 on it, and that like revived me. Like that, like holy shit, like I'm back kind of. And I just kind of waited until something good came around. And then meme coins came out in 2020, like late 23, early 24. I got into it full time, and then I made like my first $1 million in like 2 months after doing that.
Bro, that is insane. So wait, you got $600K out of what?
A video game tournament, yeah. It was called Dookie Dash. It was a crypto video game.
Dude,
so that like literally revived my career.
So were you not like terrified? So like my standpoint is, bro, when I'm like, when I don't have like a lot of money, I like freak out. And I don't even spend money like that, so I don't really have that issue now. But I'm 21.
Yeah, I mean, you're like young. You're gonna make so many mistakes in your life.
You don't spend money on shit, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
How much do you spend a month?
Spend
outside like
under
company
10K.
stuff.
Under
110K.
Like literally probably like 7K a month.
You spend
under 10K?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
What the fuck? We had Brez on the podcast last episode. He said like 300, 400K last month.
Why do you spend under
that last month?
Yeah.
We were in Japan though, so like we spent it. But
Yeah,
still.
So, dude, my thing is, I think it's like the mindset. Like, okay, so the thing is on business.
Yeah.
It's completely different. I don't even include that in like spending.
No. But you don't like go out to like eat. You don't travel.
Dude, I go out to eat, but like it's nothing crazy really, and it's like I travel sometimes, but it's never that expensive when I'm going.
You're single?
Well, I have a girlfriend now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's
economical guy.
Huh?
You're an economical guy.
Yeah, dude, it's okay. Like that's the thing is like I think it's about background. Like, did you come from like
super poor, like super broke? Yeah, I don't know. Like we're immigrants here. We came here legally.
Immigrants from where?
Cuba.
Holy.
Yeah. Well, like my parents immigrated from Cuba to Italy. They had me there, and then we immigrated from there to here.
So what gave you like? How are you not like shitting bricks like when you like lost all your money and all that?
Oh no, I mean I was trying to try everything, right? Like I went into even more debt to like buy Iman Gaji's like social media marketing agency course, and that was how I learned how to make an SMA. I spent like 5K on Tom Cruise's Section 8 course. Like, I mean, I was trying everything, right? But like, I had already made money online. Between this time and that time, there's a lot that happens, right? I just like, this is about you, so I want to talk about you. But like I did like Temu affiliate marketing. I was doing every side hustle. I did drop shipping. Like, I literally tried it all, and I was trying to fail as fast as possible. So like, literally like within a week, I would like get in and out of a side hustle just so I could fail super fast. Because that's like the number one business advice I've learned is like, you have to fail fast. Like, you can't, like, imagine you started that brand, right? And like, you spent like a year just on the process of starting it, and then when you start it, it failed. Like, you just wasted a year of your life.
Yeah.
So
no, real shade. No shade. The first thing when I pulled up to your apartment, I was confused because I know your brand is successful. I know your virality is successful. Like, don't you want to like just splash on like an insane penthouse in Miami? Like, isn't that a good life max that would help your content because you would be like clear headed and things like that?
In my opinion, by the way, that's like worthless. I did the whole Miami penthouse thing. A fucking normal apartment is better, but
Yeah. So, bro, I think it just comes down to like your risk tolerance with certain things. In business, my risk tolerance is high. Like,
right.
Me dropping 30K into to start this literally didn't even blink, bro.
Yeah.
But if I go and I drop like a 1,000 on a dinner, I'm crashing the fuck out. And I can easily afford that. But I'm like, what is and I think it's really just because like I think there's levels to it. Like, I feel like the reason people aren't as like cautious as I am is because they're just like unaware. Like, and maybe it's bad to have the awareness that I do, but it's like, bro, for me to be like really chilling, I'd probably need like at least like 5 mil personal sitting in like an investment account like the S&P or something. Like, until then, I'm not dropping crazy bags because like my goal like short term is like in the next few years to have my investments pay for my entire lifestyle, which is already pretty like not expensive. So like I don't understand, like you said you've always spent like a lot, right?
Yeah.
Is your view on money like different? Like, what did you see as a lot of money as a kid? Or like, let's say in the Fortnite era, like what did you see as like a lot of money?
10K was a lot of money. I mean, this is like what people were winning off the tournaments, right? So like first place would give you like 10K pretty much. Like that was a lot of fucking money. But Buga won 3 mil at World Cup. I thought he was like generationally paid off.
What was a lot of money for you?
For me, my initial goal, I wrote down a list in my notes app when I was 15 before I started content or anything. It was get 1 million followers, make $1 million, and do social media full time. And I did all those things. So to me at that time, I don't know if $1 million was a lot. It was just like a round number. And I ended up hitting that. But dude, now that I know like what I know, $1 million is not dude, it's so fucked. It's fucked. Because I come from a place where like, bro, I could like, it's hard because I don't want to speak on other people's behalf. Let's just say rent in Virginia for like a tiny ass house was like we might not make it, like we might not cut rent, like type thing. So like, dude,
same by the way. Like I grew up in like an efficiency here in Miami. We were paying like $1,000 a month, and like my mom could afford it because like my dad's child support type of thing.
Dude, it's like so to me at that time, bro. Like I also have a weird perception where spending is different than earning. So like for me, 10K a month is not that much to earn, but it's a lot to spend. Because spending is just so different. Like, and also just knowing what I know about investments now, it's like any dollar right now is worth like $13 if you had invested it and waited over time. So I kind of have that multiplier in my head of like, yeah, I'm spending like 7K a month. That's like the equivalent of 70K a month.
Do you do anything fun with your life?
It depends what you would consider fun.
What do you consider fun?
Dude, so to get where I am now, I had to literally be like a social like reject in a way. Like I didn't get to live a normal life. So I have to relearn this. And I find this a lot. I have this one friend, and I won't name drop him, but he does ecom, and this dude socially is like cooked, like fried. And I notice a pattern with that. I'm one of those people too where like, dude, I never got to have fun. Like I never thought the idea of having fun was like not in my capacity, because I was struggling literally since I was like a little ass kid. So like there was never a point in time where I got to even really figure that out. So I guess, yeah, like if let's say I go out and do something, the only thing I really, really do like is like sitting down and like eating with someone. I love that. Like just going out to like a dinner, like a place, like that's fire. I love that.
Have you traveled a lot?
Within the U.S., I mean, I've been to like Canada once, but
have you been out of the country?
Never.
Wow. That's fucking
Canada.
crazy.
Canada's
that
the
doesn't
only-
count.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
No.
It doesn't
You gotta
count.
cross the sea.
Yeah, I want to go to Europe.
Okay.
But like I think so. This is bro. You know Pierre, because
Curry, yes.
So Pierre, like he works with Brez or whatever.
Yes.
I stumbled on one of his videos and he seems so much like me, bro. He spoke to me so much because everyone in this space, it's like you and Brez. You guys are like spin like crazy amounts, travel
Pierre
all
spends
this.
like crazy.
I know.
One of my
think
really
he
good
does
friends.
too,
He
yeah.
spends like crazy. He
But-
travels too.
But what he said about traveling was like, nah, bro. It's like he was saying it's like cope in the sense of like. He was basically saying you're gonna beat your competitors if they're traveling and you're not, is what he said. And I was like,
Yeah, Pierre's not a
It depends.
Pierre's not a content creator.
and that's the thing. It
You're a
fully
content
depends on the
creator.
context.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's hard, bro. I've been trying to figure that out because like
I think
naturally,
people will be able to relate to you more, and the TikTok clips will hit harder if they could see your lifestyle, maybe, or like if you're like doing crazy shit in the real world. You know, that's what people like that too.
I agree, bro. But I think that can attract a low quality audience sometimes too. Like if
That attracts low quality, but not the Looksmaxxing.
both do. It's like a spectrum. It's like a spectrum.
Yeah.
For looks, if you think about like what do we define as quality, if it's like the likelihood that they buy your stuff, Looksmaxxing is actually very high quality for
Yeah.
a looks
No, of
product.
course.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
So
right.
like, but for that audience, it's a crazy, bro. There's like a sentiment about like people being like mentally just like really slow and still getting rich, and that's a lot of that audience in my opinion, where it's like they're so like illogical, but like their lack of thought makes them successful because they just like try, and that's the audience I see like when you flex and all this stuff. I don't know, which is not a bad audience, but
Yeah.
dude, I'm trying to figure that out though. I actually have a real like thing where I like traveling, I crash out. If I was in LA not too long ago, dude, I was like crashing out, ready to come back because I just want to lock in.
Dude,
What does locking in for you mean? Like, what's your day to day?
Wake up, go to the gym, and then just like sit behind my desk for like a few hours.
Doing?
Or, like recording videos, writing down, like sitting on a call with an editor and like coming up with ideas and stuff like that.
You're the hardest working person I've ever seen in social media. I'm not even gonna lie.
Thank you,
I've
bro.
never seen somebody grind harder. It's actually like kind of wild.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I mean, my belief, bro, is that right now it seems like, oh, you're a content creator, you can go and do all this. But my belief is that over the long term, it's literally going to compound like an unbelievable amount how I live versus how these other people do. Because the thing is, I determine all things down to skills. And a skill is just behaviors that lead to a predictable outcome. So if I'm learning and training myself things and I'm teaching myself and nonstop working, they might be able to get a result because of the timeline we're in with social media. Like other creators, they can go and fuck off and not learn anything and be fine. But when the times change, and that's inevitable, they're going to have no skills, nothing to look back on. Like, I think skills are the only thing that really matter for making money. And it's just like, bro, most of these content creators have like very little skill. And when the game changes, they're cooked, all of them. So like, that's why I see it the way I do.
Who do you think has little skill? Like what type of person, if you want to call anyone out?
I call it out. Like, I don't have anyone I want to call out, but dude, I mean, it's kind of like a general rule, bro. Like almost any creator I see recently, it's like, I think right now they're good, and I think maybe for the next few years, but I think most creators have like very little skill. Like Mr. Beast is an example of someone where if you want a predictable path to success, I'm listening to Mr. Beast. I'm not listening to like some random like guy who's like partying all the time. Like I'm listening to the guy who sat in his room and doom-rotted and figured it out. Because think about where he's at now. Think about the compounding effect. People passed him all the time, surpassed everything he did, yet look at where he is and look at where these other people are who are in the same generation as him. You don't know any of their names.
Damn. Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just think it compounds. Do you think I'm like narrow sighted for that? Like, cause I could be wrong. I love being wrong cause I want to get to the truth, but like, that's how I see it.
So I recently started doing showing my life more and going outside, and also a bit of flexing. You know, I am in like a trading space, so like hitting a PNL is like respect, but just
It's not
shocked.
flexing though. It's just like your work.
Right, my work.
I
Like
wouldn't
I
consider
hit
your
this
flexing.
trade. Yeah, but I usually hated showing my P&Ls. Bro, people care. Like, people give a fuck. They respect you so much more. If people knew, I know you don't want to say how much money you make. If you started saying we made this much a month, if we made $2 million this month revenue,
like, bro, those are the doors that you want to get into, bro. Like, this is how you get like actual doors. Like, you know,
people will fucking
being
respect
open
you.
about it. Like,
yes,
just
of
saying,
course,
Bro,
I mean,
if you said I was doing Simpletics, we were making $100K a month revenue, and then I started clip farming and started talking about I'm an Apache helicopter, I'm the villain. First it's Togi, then it's Clav, and now we do 500 or whatever it is, right? Like, people will respect that your retarded ass clip farms
got you to
actually have results.
Yeah. Like, this is how you like meet like actual like serious like business people.
You think so?
No, I don't think so. I know so. I mean, I ran like, I don't know if you know anything about me, but like I ran like one of the biggest trading communities. Like, I scaled that to $1.5 million a month. I was making like $2 million a month on like affiliate links. I just sold that company as well. Like, so I've gone through the whole pathway, and like it was like kind of, you know, cringe meme coin content that got me there, right? But like it all led to this end goal. Like, bro, you could literally start like a whole ecom like how to get started with ecom type of like company. Like,
You can get that
really
type of
like be
audience
a brand authority in ecom.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah. So, what are you saying? Like the info space
I mean, yeah,
type
kind of
thing? Yeah. I think. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're right, but
not just
do you know,
info though, but just software as well. Like software, you know, with AI now, I don't know how deep you are into this. But like, you could build whatever you want, and like,
bro. Yeah, I'm friends with like the guy who made Cal AI, and that dude.
okay, yeah, Zach, yeah, me too.
It's insane, bro. But do you know like Squid Pactor? Do you know who that is?
Mm-mm.
He has a brand called Hoss.
Oh yes, yeah, I know him. He's still paid.
Dude, the thing though is like he was like very open about everything he did, bro. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think maybe that's why he attracted that talent then?
Yeah, like he pops up on my TikTok too. He doesn't get that many views, but like he has like really high quality viewership probably.
Dude, that's really interesting.
He's tough.
That's
That
really
helps.
because what happened with him is like I think he was struggling because I'm friends with him too.
Yeah.
And he literally just put himself out there so much that the guy who made Comfort found him and then like got a part of his brand and then literally took it like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a people thing, if I'm being honest. I think to go to the next level, it's all a people thing.
I think growing up, you had like this. I mean, no, growing up, you had like this huge like scarcity of money, like being scared of money. It's like now you're like scared to talk about it.
Dude, yeah, it's hard.
Like, that's like what it is.
It's, dude, yeah. I mean,
Like,
and
bro,
my
money
life
is like a
reflects
tool that you use to like get you to places you have to be, right? So
That's true. I mean,
Dude, think about it. If you start posting about the brand more, like in that way, and then the perfect partner reaches out to you, you give them some equity, and then you 10x. Like, this is like things that could happen.
I honestly do think that the play to get to the next level in an e-com brand is like literally just running into the right person. I actually really do think that.
Yeah.
Like the same thing that happened to Squid Pactor. Then the question comes down to like, this is what I've always wondered. Like, do you know how people say like networking? Like they'll go to and like network. It's like, no, not network is your net worth, but like people literally be like, I'm gonna go to this event to network.
okay.
Is that
No,
like,
that's
dude?
bullshit.
I've always
No.
seen that as like, what are we doing?
Think,
Like,
I don't think that's bullshit.
my
at all.
belief is
I think it's bullshit.
I don't think so. At
No,
all.
but it's followers, bro. Like
It's
you're
followers?
going to, yeah, bro. Like you're going to a networking event because you're orangey.
I wasn't always orangey.
I know. So
And
I'm
I would
saying,
still go to these events. I'm the guy who full ported Doodles NFT and went to NFT NYC as a fucking complete irrelevant. Like there were guys doing lines of coke at the Cool Cat Doodles event asking if I wanted to join. I was like, nah. But
Wow.
I met Gonzo there, who was like just like NFT trader, and I just like met him randomly, and he took me to an event at Face Banks was at in 2021 when I was like a fucking Face Banks like mega fan. So like I actually disagree, and I mean. Obviously, once I started becoming orangey, like the people I met at these events were like the real deal.
bro, I want to understand that perspective. Like, maybe I'm hard-headed in a way. So, like, what did you get out of networking? Like, going to a place to just, like, be there.
Well, I sold my company by networking. I'm the guy who bought my company. I met him at like crypto events. You know, we could say that, right? I met.
So, how'd you find out about, like, say, that event? Like,
How did I find out? I mean, in crypto, there's like events, like really big events, very often. So like we have like NFT NYC, Art Basel. We have Token 2049 in Dubai and Singapore every year. Solana, Accelerate. We have like events. I don't know what event like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to a mastermind hosted by Iman and Russell Brunson, ClickFunnels in Idaho. And like everyone's going there. Like everyone who's making serious money is going there. And you know, you'd be going there too if you're a little bit more public about yourself. But like, who knows that you're making money? No one. So like, why would you get? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the circles you want to be in, right? It's like all these like this generation of like contentpreneurs is like a really serious thing.
Dude, that's crazy. So why did they choose you?
Like, I actually was trying to get Razmer invited, and then Razmer told you himself, the guy who I asked to get him invited, is like, Razmer's not, he doesn't have like an offer. That's what he said. He doesn't have like a business thing that's making him money, right?
No,
and then
true.
Razmer was like, damn, he was depressed. He's like, I need a fucking offer. I need to do something.
Yeah. No, it gives you a lot more respect.
It's like, you have this fucking 7-figure brand, like, right?
Yeah.
Like, you want to get into these rooms, you gotta kind of like a little bit.
I see. That's interesting, bro.
Yeah. Why did I get invited? I mean, I built like one of the biggest like info like groups like for crypto. So,
dude, yeah. That's
I just talked about it a lot, bro. I made a lot of money online. I fucking talked about it everywhere. I went on WAP and I said I'm making $1 million a month, and that video got like 1 million views. So, yeah.
Dude, I think that I need more people who are like of your thought process in my mind, because like I'll give you an example. Like Mr. Beast, I don't think would do that. I think.
No,
Mr. Beast goes to all these events.
No. Now he would. I'm
but
saying
all
like,
he does is talk about money. It's money in the title.
To
right?
get where he was, for example, Mr. Beast, bro, it was like him like sitting in a room like locked in until he already made it, and then once he made it is when like he would go and I guess.
I think he would collaborate a lot with other creators, so I don't think so.
I guess the thing is like there's like a certain mindset. There's two ways that I see people look at like this business or content space, and it's like the people who put like hard work over everything. Which, by the way, working hard obviously doesn't like amount to like. Yeah. I think working hard can get you skills if you're working on the right thing, which leads to money. But like, there's two sides of the coin. There's people like you, and there's people like that. At least in my head, like, do you know who Alex Hermosi is?
Of course.
He's another example of someone where I see him, and like his whole thing is like grind. Yeah. Like, it's not like going to a networking event doesn't seem like something he would preach. He would preach like.
I feel like he hosts these events though.
Now he does. Yeah. Now he does. But like. The thing he would preach, like, he's not saying don't do that, but it's all about like grind, like learn skills, like get really good at what you do, and like that will lead to anything else you want. Whereas what I'm hearing here is sounding like, I don't know, it's interesting because my mindset has been so like Mr. Beast, Alex Hormozi type thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Honestly, bro, like I'm gonna tell you, like I know, like, I know people from the Mr. Beast team. I know people from the like Hormozi team as well. Like, you need people in your life to advance anything that it is you're doing. And like you tend to meet these people like either online, like in similar niches, or like you go to these places and like an IRL relationship like will take you so far.
I think you're right.
So
I think
like,
you're right.
You've done the hard part, by the way. Like,
the hard part is like there. That's the thing. I think you're actually very right. Yeah.
Dude, like I know I'm right because like I've lived it and like all my friends have lived it too. Like, what if like Brez and Pierre never met type of thing, right? Like that. What if they didn't network with each other, right? And it's not like they went to an event together, but it was just more to like going out and like meeting people, right? And now they became business partners. They're doing like multiple millions a month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dude, it's so funny because like this is the part of like I think this is the new skill I need to build. Like I said, considering my past and how I got here, I was like in a complete like survival mentality. So like I said, you become, and when you're in that, you literally socially get fucked like bad. You literally lose.
I think from what you've like kind of said and like what I've gathered so far, I think like you're in a really like viral position and like your goals are also like low. Like you're like, I really think like with your brand and you're powerful, like you can be thinking about how to get to like 50, 100 mil like soon.
That's
you know what I'm
the
saying?
goal. That's what I would like to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Not like 5 mil invested. Like, dude, you can genuinely like, bro, if you were like a little bit more viral, like you're already super viral. If you're a little bit more like on top of this and like you just scale the fuck out of this, you raise money, you fucking do what you got to do to get this to the next level, bring in some like real partners. Like, I mean, you could easily raise this at like,
this is something about
20,
Dillon that
30 mil valuation.
You got to know Dillon because when I got to know him, it's like he actually has no concept of how viral he is.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how viral he is. But
he's like, I went on these big podcasts. I collabed with Steiny. I collabed with Matan. It's like, bro, like, I'm pretty sure you're like way fucking more known than that.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
that's my thing is like, it's so, dude, this is like.
It's weird. It's weird to watch.
I need people like him around me. That's what I need, honestly. Because like I literally have, like I said, I'm coming out of the latter half of like
say the closet.
Dude, no. Dude, you don't understand. Like, I'm telling you, like when I say like socially fucked, bro, I spent every holiday, birthday moment in the last like 2 years alone, 100% alone. Like, it's insane. It's insane, bro. I need that's low key the thing I think I need the most. But like, I think it's so much harder to navigate because what I know is how to get millions of views. I know how to go viral, and I'm really social, but I don't like understand that part of it, bro. It's insane.
You gotta combine that with like a little 30K trip to Monaco.
Dude, maybe I do, bro.
I mean, if you went to the F1 event, you might have met the founder of L'Oreal or something. And you know what I mean? Like,
but I really feel like you could pitch yourself good. Like, I'm running this like super big company. I'm like one of the most viral people. Like, you could definitely get some views.
How many views did you get in your most viral month? Like recently?
Across everything, probably like 600 or 700 mil.
Sounds viral.
Views.
Yeah, that's a lot, right? You know what I mean?
Probably around there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like when you're that like exponentially above everyone else, there's like got to be asymmetric outcomes.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
Since you're in that niche, do you know Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, are you guys friends?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Like, do you take any advice from him? Because I feel like he does a pretty good job at like the content, the spending kind of.
Dude, it's funny because when I talked to Santa Cruz, I called him about this business when I was starting it.
Okay.
And I was like, so what's the likelihood you think I'll succeed at this? And he was like, 100%.
Really?
And he was just like super encouraging.
That's
so
awesome.
Santa Cruz, like, it's insane what he does though. Like, his play is also very different. I think it's like, dude, it's weird because the way he promotes his brand is not like how almost anyone else does it. Like, he sits there on his phone, like spamming TikToks, talking about like electrolytes, whatever. And it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, he's also like grown his brand really organically, like it sounds like you have, right? So like I don't even get those TikToks with Santa Cruz. I just like, I know Santa Cruz because of all like the health maxing stuff, and then like I know he has the brand, you know, because he just like, yeah, it's like in front of you at all times. So yeah.
Damn, that's insane. You've definitely influenced me. This is like
us
both
both.
of
Yeah,
you guys.
okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's been like an influential, but it's weird because like it's like a mix of like I'm really skilled, but I really struggle with like other things. So
Yeah.
I think it's like an interesting. I think a lot of people will relate to what I'm saying. I think a lot of people will.
I don't think so.
I think
You don't think so?
I think I'm hearing like a millionaire who's spending $7K a month and has got to get out there a little bit more. Like, you're already super viral. I think you could scale this to like a lot more. See, I don't even know numbers, so I can't even fucking say how much.
Also, I will say that there's a skill, an underrated skill is like being cool and like, you know, people liking you when they meet you. And I feel like people that meet you like you as a person. So it's like you can use that to your advantage when you meet people at these events. That's why like I got collabs early, is because I went to one of these events and these really big crypto people like Frank and Thread, they liked me as a person. They wanted to hang with me. So
And that made his career. Like,
exactly. Like that basically is the reason why I like went so hard.
and
Because
same thing with me, by the way. Like, I was just very likable, trying to meet people on Fortnite, and I played with some of the biggest Fortnite creators, and that made my career.
you do collab with people though, to be fair. But it's just like
not as much as I should though. Not as much as like.
Nah, bro, and you're running like a business brand. Like, you should be collabing, you know. Like, you can really
100%.
do
I
more
agree.
stuff.
what do you think of the state of the Looksmaxxing space?
Looksmaxxing. Okay, it's interesting because the beauty industry has been around for so long. So I think as a whole, there's just no way that goes away. But the term Looksmaxxing, it just feels like a buzzword right now. I think it's going to keep popping on and off. But I think it's so big right now, the bubble might burst, to be honest.
Have you been on Omegle?
Who?
Omegle.
Oh, Mogul. Yeah, I have.
I went on that website.
Dude, it's cooked. It's cooked. People who, the whole Looksmax space has turned into something it wasn't, bro. It's actually disgraceful.
What's happening to it?
Dude, it used to be like, actually maybe it's never been such a good thing, but at least like when me and the other creators were posting about it, it would be like, you watch it and you're getting like sauce on like how to look better, and it was like a crazy like life like improvement to look better. It was crazy.
Just take the black pill. Take the black pill.
Take the black pill. Dude, the black pill isn't even just about looks, but I won't even get into that. Black pill's devious, but it's just, I don't know. It's just turned to a complete meme, whereas before it was actually helpful, I think.
Yeah, I feel like the change has not been realized. Like, you think about like the idea of a dude caring about his looks was like considered like gay or like stupid like 2 years ago, and now it's like you have all these kids growing up learning this. They don't have jobs yet. they don't have their own disposable income. It's like,
Man, fuck all that shit, bro. Just money max.
in 5 years, though,
Yeah.
I'm saying in 5 years, like the amount of total spend on this type of stuff is just going to go up still, I think.
Yeah. And what you're saying about money maxing, Looksmaxxing is actually like just a means to do that now.
Yeah.
Because
You
of
think so?
social media. So like you literally look better just because it makes it easier to go viral and like get your face out there. So like looks isn't
Do you
the
think so?
end goal. Huh?
Do you think so?
I think it is easier.
Yeah.
I think
I feel like I went really viral looking like 10 times worse than I do now.
I think it's about looking unique. So you looked unique. That's why.
You look
Yeah.
unique? I don't think so.
And that era,
I think
that,
you do, yeah.
No.
No,
You
you're
have like
fat.
a memorable. You have a memorable like appearance. I would say like, so that is actually I would say on par with just overall looking good. I would almost say looking unique is more valuable. It's like niche maxing.
How do I look unique? I'm curious. to hear
At
from
that time, bro, you just seemed like the pinnacle of someone who like.
Trade meme coins.
Yeah, you fit the narrative. You fit the narrative. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, I would have, like, if I saw some, like, unk who's, like, 40 years old with, like, a beard doing that, it wouldn't have, like, I don't know.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it was just, like, relatable.
Yeah.
I think it was relatable because you didn't look like some, like, guru, if that makes
So,
sense.
so do you think someone like us, like we shouldn't like try to look max too hard to like look different?
You're not going to look that different even if you do.
Yeah, Raspberry, you're fucking cooked off rip, dude.
I'm talking about when people
You got you, dude.
talking about when people get like surgeries and stuff.
What about it?
Do you think that that's bad because you don't look as unique or like you lose like your brand? Like,
Oh, I think, yeah, because once you get certain surgeries, you kind of like mold into the same person
Yeah.
who also has gotten surgery, so you lose like a bit of like uniqueness. I think being unique is more valuable than just generally looking good.
Dillon, talk to yourself a year from now. To the camera.
A year from now,
Yeah, a year from now. Let's talk a little bit about like your goals and like where you want to be.
dude.
I feel like
this
in a
one-
year from now, I hope you pick up some things from this convo.
Yeah,
And-
you're actually like it's insane because people tell me all the time they look to me for advice and look up to me, and I have a lot to offer. But
think
where I
with-
don't is
yeah.
socially.
I
That's
think like
where I don't.
with where you're going, with how viral you are, with where you want to take this business, like I think your goal of 5 million invested is low. I think you can like really, like there's no reason you can't be like, especially I don't know, you can get way higher. I think it's 50 mil.
Okay, so talking to myself a year from now,
Yeah.
I would say I hope he has focused on the right thing and not inflicted pain by focusing on the wrong things and working hard on the wrong things. So I think focusing on the right thing and honestly building good relationships, I think is the thing that will get me the farthest. Like I've kind of like thought this, but now after this, I'm like, bro, that's definitely what I need. So I hope I have good relationships with people who are on my wavelength of like
How many followers do you hope you're at?
followers is not even a metric I care about, but I'm at like, I don't even know what I'm at now. I'm at like 4 mil. In a year from now, let's get to 10 mil followers.
How much money do you want to have in a year from now?
A year from now, the hard thing is the quickest way to like an insane amount is not the quickest way to like a good amount. So like, it's two different approaches.
How much do you want to make? How about that? How much
I
do you wanna
wanna
in a year-
make-
from 1 year from now.
It's hard because like if we're saying like brand value
No,
added
you.
to like
How
my-
much do you want to
like
make?
personal income?
Do you want to personally add like another 3, 4, 2, 1 mil to your bank account? Like when you watch this in a year from now, what will make you happy?
I would say like a couple mil
Okay.
would be fire,
Yeah.
but like getting a couple mil of value is going to come from building this, which is something where you're not going to take it out, where it's like I don't think tangibly with my goal that I could have like just a couple mil like made in a year from that. Like it would, because you just have to put it back in. But if we're talking like money made from this brand, this is already going to do like millions. So within the year. So, but personal income, bro, let's just say like 2 mil. But
Okay.
that's like insane,
Okay.
bro. That's insane. 2
Is
mil,
it?
like, because I never take it out of the business, bro. But yeah.
Okay. Any goals with the brand? Like you want to get in retail or anything?
Retail, definitely not this year.
Why?
But
Why
so
is it too early?
Retail with ecom is very much so about timing, and I just knowing the brand, it's like you don't want to go in where we're at right now. You want to be like at a different stage. So it's not like you just have to be big. It's like there's ways to time it, and also that's not my expertise. But I know where we're at right now. We don't want to go in retail. So
Well, when you say with where you're at right now, is that like when you get way bigger, do you want to be in retail?
at some point, I think we will, but
Not within the next following year, you think?
within a year, I would say that the likelihood is very low.
What would have to happen in order to hit that goal? Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. I look at retail as like, holy shit, they made it.
Retail is weird how it works, bro. It's like, I think, like, so Native, for example, almost went out of business going in retail. It's like very risky. So it's like, dude, I think if you're, it just depends on the goal. It's hard. Like, if you're going for an exit, I think retail is like insane. I think if you're going for like monthly cash flow, retail isn't insane. So it's like, I don't know. I just think it's like very unlikely we go in retail in a year, is what I would say. And if you saw other ecom brands, they would be sitting here like, yeah, that makes sense. Because it's like, it's just not what people think at all. It's not, there's like a big like misconception about retail.
Any last questions you want to ask him to tell himself in a year? I feel like
Any events? Do you want to go to?
Let's go somewhere, bro.
Do you want to go to a World Cup game? Maybe that'd be fun, right?
A World Cup game? Sure, yeah. I would go to a World Cup game.
It's in Miami, bro. He's got to go outside the country, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Send him to Iran.
Yeah. All right, so Iraq trip with the guys. Let's go. All right, sounds good.
All right, we're doing it. Iraq 2026.
Let's go.
Right.
Lit.
That's the end of the episode?
Good, yeah.
All right, man.
Interesting.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's go.
Yeah.